media chats featuring the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory FCT, His Excellency Chief Yusuf Wike. We're venturing into the political arena now, and of course, I'm sure my colleagues are all ready. Kubi, as the only lady on the panel, will give you the privilege of firing the first shots.
All right, sir. Thank you. Minister, these past weeks have recorded mass defections from members of the opposition parties, particularly your party, the PDP, to the APC. And notably among this is the governor of Delta State and his predecessor. Where does this leave your party, and what are the implications for the South region?
Well, you see, I've always said leadership is key. Leadership in anywhere, whether in organization, whether in business. If you don't show the right leadership, you suffer for it. And this is what I've been saying. I know. There will be manipulation. I know. It's a matter of time. When people talk about the governor of Delta State had his predecessor and all their team moved out of PDP to APC. What wrong with it? Now he said he was going to support Tinubu, the president. That's the crime. But the chairman of board of trustee, the conscience of the party, adopted Arastoti for second term. People not commenting about that. The chairman of BOT of the People's Democratic Party adopted Arastoti, the governor under Labour Party, to go for second term. Now, this man said, look, I'm not going to do that kind of pretense. I will not be here. I said I will support it. It's better I move. You go and support him. Smart politician. I'm surprised that PDP said they didn't see it coming. I won't call the names of the governors. I called them. I said, listen, the way things are going, I have warned you people. He said, I have no problem. See what will happen. Leadership is key. Leadership is key in anything you are doing. If you don't have the right leadership, this is what you suffer. So for Christ's sake, no opposition party, what is sought, acts on impunity. It's only ruling party. Normally, because they are in power, they act on impunity. Opposition does not do that, because opposition is going to organize itself to say it can take over the rest of affairs of government. How many times have they made effort? How many people have you wooed? Rather, every day, you answer one man. Every day, you answer Wike. Every day, Wike. You abandon what you're supposed to do, kill everybody. This election, we have lost it. How did you lose this election? You were the cause. If we have done that, you wouldn't have lost it. If we have done that, you would have won. You tell yourself the bitter truth, then you go back to the drawing board. The only crime that Wike is a minister under APC government. And I asked them. I never said I was going to support the presidential candidate. Nigerians had me clear and loud. And I'm the only former governor who did not support the president, but made sure pleading 100% in the governorship, in National Assembly, and State Assembly. Let any sitting governor now or former governor come out to say that happened in his own state. In 2015, some governors came out and said they did anti-party against Jonathan. But they worked against PDP not to become president. What happened? The party didn't do anything. Why? They saw those people as people who cannot be touched.
The way they see you now.
I came out openly and said injustice must not be allowed. I came out.
Yesterday you were still in their meeting and today.
Did I leave? No. I didn't leave the party now. I don't play like that. They invited me to a meeting, and they invited me. I didn't post myself. They invited me.
But we're some of these issues thoroughly discussed at that meeting.
You see, first of all, I believe in sincerity. If you must achieve results, some people think that telling half truth or being too smart will help you. Even it destroys you. If PDP does not take care, and I say it again, watch out what will happen. You know, selfish interest can kill an organization. You have not won an election. You're excluding people. You have not won an election. You're excluding, oh no, we don't want this man. You know the man has capacity to fight back. Yeah. Now, what is happening? Let's tell ourselves a simple truth now. Why there will be an impression? Let's tell ourselves a simple truth. In 2023, we told the party, look, it is in our constitution, it's in our tradition. When these people take chairman, people go for a presidential candidate. Because of selfish interest, they manipulated the system. They said, no, we shouldn't do zoning now. Hold on, we'll do zoning. Before we know, some people are going to buy from. We laughed. It's okay. They don't want to do zoning. Now, a zone took chairman of the party. A zone took the presidential candidate. It's okay. For peace to reign. So we can have a voice. They go front and back. They go front and back. We say this front and back, it will cost you something. Of course, arrogance came in. Forget. I won the election. Forget who I won the election. Who are they? See where we are. I have no problem. And I've told them that. Where is the presidency? Where are you doing your presidential candidate now?
2027?
Yes. Where will he go? Where will he go?
Well, you answered.
So it's not ones who have interest. No, it's not time, as you see. I think many times can you play this game and you think you're smart. You're going for national convention. You're going for a convention. You want the South to come and produce the chairman. So that we have president. I said, what not? Today say the South is occupying the presidency. Why not as a party? Come on openly now. The presidential candidate will also come from the South. You don't want to do that. You want to play the same game. You play the 2023. You can be fire. It will backfire. It's all these people did this. People did that. It will backfire. I told people this smartness don't help you. Come out now and let everybody know this is where we're heading to. But when this came, oh, we'll do this. It will not work. Not tomorrow. And I say, oh, we can. Wike. Wike is telling you that, look, stop this your smartness.
So you don't see your party coming out victorious in 2027 election with the situation on ground now?
When you stand president to where? If you can't stand president to the north, no.
Excellency, with the current
See, the point is selfishness can kill a system. Say, for example, if Mr. President runs, for example, and wins, for example, 2027, in 2031, APC will send their presidential ticket to where? To the north. PDP will do what then? Then you come back again and say, no, since APC have brought it to the north, let's keep it in the north and we connect. We have sweet lessons.
Excellency,
With the current uncertainty within the People's Democratic Party and following yesterday's meeting, were there any resolutions made ahead of 2027, perhaps to get the party back on track?
It will not be good for me to let the cat out of the bag. Some of the discussions were ahead, private and public. We waited to see what was agreed will be implemented. We are waiting. If it's not implemented, I will not agree. If it's not implemented, I will not agree.
But in your opinion, are these resolutions viable? Even though you are
It's not
you
your
don't want to let people out of
business.
the
You're not a member of our party. Well, you won't tell us what is viable or what's not.
Are you actually stay in the PDP? Because let me just give this analogy.
Yeah.
Your case is like
One leg in, one leg out.
like a driver who is calling passengers into his bus for a particular direction,
Yeah.
and then people enter the bus
Oh.
hoping that he's taking them to that direction. And after they had entered that bus, he came down and faced the other direction on his own. After he had called mobilized passengers for a particular route.
That's not the same scenario. Let me tell you.
Because by your message,
No, what?
you are luring people away from the PDP
No,
into the APC.
no, let me tell you. Justice must be done. It was injustice. I never left the party. I tried to say, this injustice will not stand. I will not support this.
That's why you are tearing the PDP apart.
No, I'm building it. If you obey
By
the
encouraging
no,
us to leave the PDP.
no. If you obey the constitution of the party, okay, take for example, look at the issue of national second. I don't see how any right thinking person, something that you know that can make the party to tie, something you know you have a ruling party that looking for any opportunity, and you say, some people say, oh, there's no need for one party that. Who is talking about one party thing? But who is making it to be a one party thing? It's you. The Supreme Court has given judgment, setting aside the Court of Appeal judgment, not the State High Court judgment. That says, Nigerian should not be. Out of your selfish interest, you are not interpreting the Supreme Court judgment. They say the party has supremacy to remove. The court said this man should not be. The man wants an appeal. The Supreme Court, in its order, set aside that judgment. Instead of it to implement the judgment, you are not deciding. Now, so this is why I keep on telling people. This will have how many months to stay. They are living in the same time. You don't remove yourself from the quagmire of who will now, tomorrow, now some people living. Their fear is, look, I don't know who will sign our document. The Constitution says a correspondence to INEC must be the national chairman and national secretary. Now you're having a quagmire of who will be or who is the national secretary. Okay, take for example now, any council election, which will be conducted by INEC, right? Who is going to sign the list to INEC? Yeah. If INEC was not the one that will sign it, and that person sign, people go to court say no. If not comply with the law. INEC said no. This is not the national secretary. By law, by what we have, this is not national secretary. If you really want this party to survive, Why can't you make sacrifice to anonymity? Let's not put ourselves in that kind of This is what I've been preaching still. Why do you take that kind of risk? Take, for example, you want to hold NEC. Who issues notice of NEC? Who? If another person issues that notice, we will challenge it. If it's not somebody, the national secretary, it's allowed by law. The issue notice of not committee, we will challenge it. That's why it must be. That is the secretary. We will not do anything for people. That's the law. It's Supreme Court judgment. Why are we running away from implementing Supreme Court judgment? Why? Why I have always told people selfish interest. What's my interest? I'm not running an election. What's my interest? Why do you fall into temptation as an opposition party? It's because you think that if Samayahu is there, he may not be able to compromise him to do certain things maybe you want. Yeah? Samayahu is close to Wike, that is an offense. Well, too good. If there is an offense, it will not agree, allow anybody who close to me to be humiliated. Now, it's an offense to be close to Wike. Somebody is punished because he goes to Wike's house. I will not fold my arms and allow somebody punished simply because he comes to Wike's house. It's not going to be possible. Let's allow the right thing to be done. Like I said, certain things we agree. Let us see whether sincerely they will implement it.
If the PDP zones the presidency to the south,
Yes.
would you abandon President Tinubu and support the PDP's?
Get to the bridge.
We're almost there, Minister.
Let's get there first. Let's get there first. He do the right thing.
But this Supreme Court judgment that you talk about, is it possible that that judgment is possible to be interpreted two ways?
There's no two ways.
It has to be higher one.
There's no two ways. What was the issue? Somebody went to court. I am not to have resigned. But he went and contested governorship election. Morally, yes. Legally, no. The constitution of the party does not say you should resign. Because the man capitalized on the loophole of the constitution of the party, he will do subsequently and not allow this lacuna to be there. So amend the constitution. That is done. Now, the man went to court, and then them appealed to the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal, in a 2-1 decision, upheld the judgment of the State High Court. Ayam went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said, look, in the first place, the man who went to court has no local standing. In the first place, you have no local standing to even go to court. What's your business? Assuming you even have a local standing, the entire affairs of the party that they should settle. Do you know what I mean? And set aside the judgment of the appeal. When people even talk about this Southeast position, they mean Southeast position. First of all, it's a Southern position. The South, okay, we are going to produce from the South East. You know, can you, somebody who was elected in National Convention, now bring a replacement without an election? The element they have made is that it has happened as a sign that when you are unity, nobody will want to raise it. Now there appears to be a fraction. There appears to be a problem. And that's why people are challenging it. That's why I've always said the mere fact that nobody challenged something yesterday, because we appear to be living in unity. We appear to be working as one. But when there's a problem, you're no longer that one. Then you don't think people will not challenge. And that's why you don't see.
They say politics is local. We may want to go a little bit local now. Your state is still experiencing a state of emergency, but being a PDP leader in your state, what are you doing, after this whole process elapses to make sure that your party runs on an even keel? That is on one hand. Then the politician in your state, Atero Peter Side, was heard on television a couple of days ago saying that the appointments by the sole administrator, the local government administrators, were riffraffs, and the National Assembly was engaging in rascality. Do I agree with his assertion? And then, of course, on the other hand, talking about PDP in your state.
We don't have problem in PDP in my state. Government is not a party. But the government will work with the party. So there's no problem in PDP in my state. Let's talk about Attorney Peter's comments. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And you see, when I look at people, when I was told about this, I didn't believe it. Or somebody forwarded the video to me. And I watched Attorney Peter saying, the politics are riffraff. That is too extreme. PhD holders are riffraff. Why? They're riffraff because they couldn't establish a bank. If they established a bank, they wouldn't have been a riffraff. Not in the first place. And I didn't say it's from River, but a Lagosian. Look at the statement. How many people from Lagos will say they are Lagosian but they are Port Harcourt people? The Lagosian said he was not consulted. A Lagosian saying that he was not consulted. Somebody who does not know what is happening in his state. What is the contribution to River State? The fact that he established his business, good for him. It's a personal thing. And these are people who cause problem for the government. When we were making this young man governor, what was Attorney Peter's review? He's from a proper local government. Next time, Attorney Peter, where is his name in the River State? Where does he live? The last time Attorney Peter came was when his father died. I did the road to Opopo. How can a man sit down and give a blanket insult? People are riffraffs. And I do not have of rascality what? Look, wherever you are, whatever position you occupy, your impact on your people is key. When my brother Herbert Hugo was alive, they saw rest in perfect peace. I called him. I said, look, Herbert, you are living in Lagos. Every day you fly down here. Yes, Access Bank, list of business, that's so fine. You, what have you done for River State? At your level, at the level where you are, what can you say today you've contributed for development of the state? He looked at me. I said, yes, tell me. He said he will come back in 2 weeks' time. He came back. He said, look, that's he had thought what I asked. And it don't know him truly. What have you contributed for a state? The establishment of branches is their business. It's making profit. It's not the state. He told me he was going to set up a world-class university. I said, fine. Where? They say, look, the problem we have, he wanted to put it in his community, but there are no roads. I said, no, I will do all the roads. You must put that university. I did the roads in Isobo, the Tara Road, everywhere. And I was happy. He brought that university. It's unfortunate that it's late. I don't know whether the university will still be there or not. Only the foundation. So it pained me when he heard that. Now, he has made a contribution to the growth of the state. Sorry. To not be aside of all the water, what is his contribution? Go to Popo, where he comes from. What have you done? He will come national television and send people a reference to start. Who does that? They did not consult you, a negotiator, according to you. Okay. A negotiator. I believe they are the only ones who have solution to problems. No other person has any solution to problems other than them. Now let me tell you what. During 2023 presidential election, Attorney Minister came to my house, not government house, my house, to see me. You know what problem? He said, he told Peter Obi, if we can win the primary, it's my hand to support you. Support the wicked. That's what he said. I wasn't there when he told me. So I said, what do you want me to do now? So we should support Peter Obi. So how will he win the election? Yeah, and another. So I have no point about it. The same man, without disclosing to the public, now this is the preferred candidate. He used Anna Foundation, his own foundation, to start doing opinion pool, skew the opinion pool to be favorable to Obi. Have you had a corruption? The man who you are for this man, you now became the head of opinion pool. You come out on television, skew the opinion pool favorable to P2B when you have an interest. Without disclosing to the public, look, Obi is my candidate too. That's deceitful. This is the same man calling people riffraff because he didn't own a bank, because I was unable to establish a bank. Because I become a riffraff. 23 appointees of an administrator. He said they are riffraffs. I take serious exception to that. Anyway, I told people that you didn't do that to people. If God has blessed you, I'll bless you. All of us must not receive the same blessing from God. All of us must not have the same opportunity. Look at those who are appointed, even though I don't know some of them are PhD holders who have spent time to read in university to come up with that level. You refer that they are reform. You say, National Assembly is rascality. No. No. Simply because by your own understanding in the Constitution of Nigeria, now the president was wrong. So until they understand the way you understood it, they are rascal.
Let's bring it.
So you're the only one
Mr.
who can interpret the Constitution, who can define the Constitution. Why not sponsor people to go to court? Or why not allow that PDP governor forum went to court? I mean, not make a black National Assembly bill, then arrest him. An abuse in life.
Okay, there were reports in the media that the suspended governor of River State came to your house. Can you give us an insight? And yesterday, we saw a very sober governor, and from the readings, from the body language, you will know that this man is calling for peace. So, first of all, can you confirm maybe former governor Similaye Fubara visited you privately?
The president can call for peace severally.
not peace.
I'm calling. I'm saying the president has called for peace severally. And I cannot sit down and one president has called for peace. He said, don't want peace. Yes, he came. He came with two governors and one other person. Unfortunately, the two governors are APC governors, unfortunately. So I will not pursue him. And he said, he wants to fight. I want peace. Right?
Have you forgiven him?
He said, that's the problem you will have. Everybody came. There are steps. You see, I don't understand how a man came. People would think that this thing is just, just came to have, I want peace. Then you go, and peace has come. What that means is that there's an open door, an open window for you. Take the necessary steps to show really you want peace. Indeed, this is a self-inflicted injury. Doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. When this thing started, I called him. Shey Makinde was there. Eton was there. Iposu was there. Ugwai was there. We were scouting. We started that look. This thing is not good for you. God has given you this thing. Why not humbly and don't allow people to push you? They are telling you to act, you're a governor. We know. Nobody is taking it away. You're a governor. But also mind you that people labored day and night. And all I have said, don't abandon people who have labored, who have toiled day and night. So we can need to control, demand money, this and that, this and that. So all of you who have that opinion. There's nothing, they have a television called Arise, who just, without even facts, they are noted for it. They push him and push him. Governors can push him. And where are they now? I think those governors are enjoying their own. Is it not? It has been to that kind of problem. So a young man, I said, look, go this way, you will not have problem. People came, didn't matter, no mind. He sat yourself as governor. He was started now. People has come. So people push you. Look, the class of madam. Who wears the shoe? Those wear the PTC. Who will suffer? Okay, assuming now you don't settle this problem. And the state of emergency is called off. Has the problem ended? Has it ended? No. One, assembly will still be same as they have been. So the council will still be there. They will not pass their budget. You won't get money for the federal allocation.
So when he came for the meeting, did you give him a time for peace?
Why cannot you came with people for the first time?
Yeah, did you agree on follow up?
They will not say follow up now. Why do you talk like that? You came and said it's good. Now, what does it mean? What does it mean? You take the necessary steps.
What are the necessary steps?
Let's talk about
You talk as if you are not. Is there anybody who's
What to
under?
get from
Hold on. Is there anybody who's under 18 here? Hey, Governor, why would you have to ask me what are the necessary steps?
what are the conditions you gave him?
Condition. What are the conditions?
The roadmap you gave him to follow to peace.
And let me tell you. I told him. He said, "Look, I don't think you have the capacity to really make this peace because it's not easy. And that's why when I read what I read yesterday, I felt so bad. I said, well, why? If we are making peace, there are people are demonstrating every day. If they are making peace, there are people are busy on television insulting people. How do you feel in that case? Look what I'm saying now. That's the point I'm making. At least you have not tried to take a step to say, look, oh, I'm not a party to all these things that you are doing. They don't understand me. But that's not enough to say you have really, you must take steps. Have you made assembly people? The leaders you should meet. Don't know what I'm saying. It's to say, I want this. Yes. You must show by conduct and by action that indeed, look, I when I was chairman of council, some leaders of the party tried to balkanize and tried to impeach me. Right? Impeachment is a constitutional provision. So I sat back. I'm a politician. I sat back. They called our team. Look, what do we do? We stood to conquer. All who say, we don't go agree, oh, we don't go agree. They are not there. You have to use your head.
The belief is that it is you that will have to hold his hand and probably hold his feet to the ground and take him around that path.
I've never seen the kind of politician that you are. Is that how you play our politics?
You made me.
You made him how?
You were the one
Other
who,
people
you were the
have
one who introduced it as the leadership candidate
other people have
to
taken
for a
listen
victory.
now. Listen.
So if he's in
Listen,
trouble
listen,
now,
listen.
it is you that will have to hold
Listen
him
to
and
what
navigate all the course.
listen to what I said. When you hurt people, it's not a one-day thing.
So you still feel hot.
You see the problem you have. He said me.
Yeah, you
Hold on.
you symbolize
That
the
is
others.
that is mistake you make. The day you lose your leadership is the day you think that you can take decision
Behalf of all.
on behalf of people. Don't dare it. Make sure everybody is part of what you are doing. And how is everyone part of what you are doing? You have the Speaker of the House. Have you made an attempt to talk to Speaker? Let it be that there's no enroll. Did you understand that? Then that prepares me, sir, what's going on? Have you seen people? Look, I've done my best. I've told them like this. They have said like this. There's somebody will now come in. Not just somebody wanted to say you want peace.
You told the governor all of this.
It's you. No, the point I'm making is that we had a problem with our council chairman. But they have organized for councillors to impeach me. I didn't sleep. I called my team. Impeachment is a constitutional provision. It's not a coup. Didn't wait. They had to move in. And so listen, the way we understand is not what happened. The way you know, that's how it is. This one is even more dangerous. Listen, let me tell you. That's why you should not listen to people. This one is even more dangerous. When Supreme Court has come out in a judgment to say you have no budget and you're spending public money, this is more dangerous. What facts do you want anybody to present again to any panel? This is why you must go parliament to citizens. Yes, we have heard, but we must move forward. They will ask you, how do we move forward? See what I think to do. So they will not tell you, okay, but we don't think like this. Even this, we think that to trust you, that this things happen. Then they must see in reality that they're not being used just to hold time. But it is really indeed you want to confirm. Yes, he made a public statement today, which I feel for him. Ordinarily, you don't need to be under this kind of situation. If he had listened to people who put themselves down in spite of odds and said no, we will use him. And then you cannot come back. Within 100 days in office, what kind of pushing anybody will push it?
On to democratic rule in River State, while the National Assembly has already set up a committee to that effect. The governor was seen yesterday making a statement that went quite viral, where he said that his spirit had left the government house. What do you make of this? And
What
where
do
does
I
that
make?
leave the government?
How do I know his spirit is not there?
Feel morale.
Look, we are politicians. You can say something to attract public impact. I'm not carried away by all these. It is, in reality, I don't know. I don't know. How will I know that your spirit is left it? I don't know. So that's why there are people who are preaching. They say that spirit. We find out they are not in any spirit. You know, some preachers who tell you you're led by the spirit. Who spirit?
But you said you felt for him now. When you
No, it's human now. See you talking. I mean, you people that doesn't mean that in reality, what you said is correct.
We will encourage you that is the way to go.
If I would not go, why do I say no problem? Why would I even allow him to come to my house?
Will you be willing to do more?
Are you open for reconciliation?
What kind of questions are that? You asked me when I'm open for recognition, and I open my gate.
No, I said, will you be willing to do more? You know, still tell him you have not done, you have not finished though. You still have to see this person, you still have to see this person.
Even in the course of the problems we're having.
How?
Let me tell you. You know, I don't know what you want me to answer you. I told you, you're a governor. You're a governor. Governor is not only awarded contracts. You're part of navigating problems. I know why you don't understand simple language. I'm open for peace. And you are asking me, am I open for reconciliation?
No.
I don't, how do you want me to do? Is to drive to his house now.
No. See, you can summon him. If you call him, the governor definitely will answer you. And you tell him that, okay, I've seen what you are doing, but you still need to do this.
What I'm trying to tell you now, what has he done now? What I'm trying to tell you. Did you hear? Look, there are leadership. You have assembly. There's no assembly. The party. The chairman. Look, speaker. Look this. Or you, sir. Can you summon a meeting for me to see speaker, to see our leader, to see party? For example, you know what I'm saying? These are the kind of thing people expect you to do. Not now. Let me tell you. As I speak to you, ask: is there any so-called elder in River State who has shown that they want to help him and have come out to say, listen, Mr. Minister, Mr. This, is there no way this should have gotten to this point? You know why? You know why they can't come?
The atmosphere is poisoned.
No, you know why they can't come?
I don't know. Beyond the atmosphere being poisoned, I don't know anything.
They have an elder does not behave like an elder. He loses respect like an elder. That's why I saw you making statement on television. He didn't talk as an elder. So he can't come to me now.
So that's why I said the atmosphere is poisoned.
Poison. It's not poison. They poison themselves. You have pastors. Why can't they say, let us go and intervene? You don't understand me? You know why? They refuse to preach as God says. The Spirit narrated them. You heard what the governor said yesterday. If you listen, I think they were in the church. Somebody was preaching. The man abandoned what they came to do. You understand me? I start talking different things. That is the kind of thing. I saw some women wearing white in the community center. I beauty. They were cursing. They used me. I said, how do you go and answer this kind of selfish? selfish,
praying against you.
selfish prayer.
Please take the minister away from speaking against the Holy Spirit.
I'm not. I don't speak. I don't. Oh my God! What fraud is this?
Can you please take it away?
It's fraud. It's fraud. You know you are not being sincere.
Honorable,
If you to
please.
win, say, look, in society to God, can you please make this peace to be possible? You only casting. God don't allow him to do it. This one minister will
It's
die.
a prayer.
Minister will die. Wait for minister to die.
Sorry, Minister, just a minute.
Should the committee that has been set up eventually find a resolve to this issue?
Do you have the thoughts of reference? What they set up the committees for? That's why people will always not go and do it.
That's what we're saying for
No,
a
why
return
not
to
hold
the
on?
democracy
What
in
is
Rivers
what
State.
is the thoughts of reference for the committee? The committee is a committee oversighting the administrator.
Led by Akpabio.
So it should sometimes people just they do not set up a committee to go and reconcile. So that's why you people will just you will not even go and get the two gist. You will have committees to oversight the administrator, the activity of the administrator. It was the National Assembly. They gave the law for the president to declare state of emergency. And so they said that they will have a committee that will oversight the activities of the administrator. They are going to do with another assembly, set up a committee for reconciliation, if at all. So people should take this and think they are saying they've given them as part of their reference to look at how peace, assuming there's no peace.
All right, Minister, you accuse the governor of sponsoring Rivers women against the sole administrator. Do you have evidence to back your
I don't
claim?
think I should answer that kind of question. I mean, look. I'm too old. I'm a politician. I'm too old. I've been here since 1999. I'm not a politician that was just brought up yesterday. My years are gone now. You think I'm a politician that just come up yesterday where they dash power? No, there's nothing that happens that I won't know. Nothing.
Okay. Did you do, for instance, that